So in my never-ending quest of trying to figure out why modern Republicans are such fucking pieces of shit, I feel like it comes down to the fact that they are all Christians. They tout themselves as servants of Christ, who read the Bible and go to church and tithe and all the things Christians do. So the thing with Christianity, and I actually went to private Christian and Catholic schools, so I got a more than healthy dose of scripture shoved into my spongy brain when I was a kid. So Christianity, it's a religion that basically says you can do whatever the hell you want as long as you do this, look up into the sky and say, "Dear God, please forgive me," and then boom. In their minds, the slate is wiped clean and you're still going to heaven. That right there is, I think, why Christianity is such a fucking flawed religion, because it's basically telling all of its followers that you can be the biggest piece of shit in the world, and as long as you say a few words, then you're still gonna get to go to the eternal glory of afterlife. And there's no way that's the fucking case. Let me give you an example. Say you have a kid, right? And the kid steals your car and then crashes it, hanging out with his friends. Is your kid gonna be able to walk up to you and go, "I'm sorry, Dad, please forgive me"? Is your reaction gonna be, "Oh, you're all good, son, don't worry about it, I'll just buy a new car"? Why the fuck would that logic apply to the grand scheme of things? Like, if heaven exists, how is that the way you get in there? And the thing with Christianity, there are a lot of good things about it. The whole being a servant and being a steward and loving thy neighbor and helping the less fortunate. The thing is, these fucking MAGA people don't practice any of that other part of Christianity. They just say they're Christians, do shitty things, and then ask for forgiveness, and then in their fucking mind, they're good to go. One thing I think a lot of these modern Christians fail to see is the third commandment, right? It says, "Do not use the Lord's name in vain." And I think a lot of people think that means not saying things like, "God damn it," or "Jesus Christ." No. That's not what it means. What it means is not using the name of Jesus or God to justify your hateful behavior and your bigotry. So for example, when one of you fucking MAGAs comes on my TikTok channel and from behind one of your little fake accounts type a bunch of homophobic shit to me, you cannot then turn around and tell yourself that God hates gay people, so therefore I was justified by saying a bunch of homophobic shit to somebody. That is exactly what breaking the third commandment means. Jesus would not have been happy with that behavior. You know what? Let's just go through a few of the 10 commandments here. Number 1, you shall have no other gods before me. All right, for example, let's take Marjorie Taylor Greene, profound Christian, right? Who recently just compared Donald Trump to Jesus' persecution. Number 2, you shall not make idols. Once again, Donald Trump, 2 for 2 out of breaking the 10 commandments. Number 3, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Well, we already discussed that one, and that's the one that I believe they violate the most. Let's see, remember the Sabbath day and to keep it holy. Nothing on that one. These people go to church, which is crazy because they go to church and they get all this shit read to them once again every Sunday, and then they still go out and break all the rest of the commandments. Let's see, number 5, honor your father and your mother. Now, I'm a little hard-pressed to think that the parents of all of these people that are involved in this MAGA cult would be actually proud of their recent behavior since 2016. I don't think that would be a thing. I think these people's parents would be extremely fucking ashamed of them. Let's see, you shall not murder. I seem to remember something about hang Mike Pence or something like that being chanted by all of them at the Capitol during J6. You shall not commit adultery. Wow, a third one for Donald Trump. Number 8, you shall not steal. Donald Trump again. He stole so much money from his supporters to spend on things he wasn't supposed to spend it on. God, and they still worship him. Number 9, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. My God, the amount of times these conservative Christians have spewed lies on top of lies on top of lies about people they don't like, about people they don't agree with, about literally fucking anything. And number 10, you shall not covet. 2020, Joe Biden won the presidential election, and they coveted that so hard that they tried to stop democracy from happening. So it looks like modern conservative Christians kind of fucking suck at being actual Christians. Because at this point, their entire fucking religious identity is based off of violating the third commandment. So by my count, one out of the 10 commandments are they currently upholding. But once again, they won't care about any of this because they know that all they have to do is say, "Dear Lord, please forgive me for being a total piece of shit.